Hey guys, I'm Chef Gladwin. Hi, I'm Chef Fizzy.
The existence of God is a subject of debate in the philosophy of religion and popular culture. A wide variety of arguments for and against the existence of God can be categorized as metaphysical, logical, empirical, subjective or scientific.
The vindication of God is known as Theodicy. Theodicy is a term that Leibniz coined from the Greek words theos, which means God, and dike, which means righteous. It is to answer the question of why a good God permits the manifestation of evil, thus resolving the issue of the problem of evil. A theodicy is an attempt to justify or defend God in the face of evil by answering the following problem, which in its most basic form involves these assumptions. Number 1. God is all good and all powerful, and therefore all knowing. Number 2. The universe or creation was made by God and exists in a contingent relationship to God. Number 3. Evil exists in the world.
This problem suggests that being as God wants to eliminate it. If God is all good but not powerful for knowing, all powerful and knowing but not all good, then perhaps he has a mean character. If God is somehow all these things, but the universe does not exist in a contingent relationship, then God has little to do with evil, when though God's design can still be faulted. However, if God is both good and powerful, then why does evil exist?
The omnipotence, omnibenevolence of God and the existence of evil is an incompatible triad. This can be easily explained by the Incompatible Food Triad. The Incompatible Food Triad is a puzzle to find 3 foods for which any pair will taste good together, but all 3 together will not. The puzzle is believed to have originated with the philosopher Wilfrid Sellars. Given 3 foods that do not go together, it is usually because 2 of them don't go together. A famous example is black tea, lemon juice and milk. Black tea and lemon go together to give lime tea, black tea and milk go together to give a cup of tea, milk and lemon also go together to give cheese. But all the 3 cannot mix together as it produces something awkward and dull. It is not edible.
Similarly, if God is omnipotent and omnibenevolent, there cannot be an evil, as he decides and prevents the existence of evil. But in reality, evil exists in the world. Therefore, omnipotence, omnibenevolence of God and the existence of evil is an incompatible triad.
Theodicy, rather than trying to provide an answer to all queries, marks a defense that seeks to show that theistic belief in God in the face of evil is rational. Strictly speaking, a logical defense is not making claims but how God actually works, as much as showing that atheistic charges can be met. Theodicy was more polemic and apologetic. The insights of the defenders and those of the theodistics often overlap. Therefore, there was a transition from theodicy to philosophy of God.
The term or idea God has most often been a religious, cultural or theological presupposition accepted anteriorly to the philosophical enterprise. Philosophers have built their systems on this presupposition, or they have sought to justify it or demolish it, or to show that it lies outside reason's grasp. The problem of knowing God shifted in the late 20th century from metaphysics to the question of religious language, that is, whether non-empirical language can express any meaning whatsoever.
All knowledge is a subjective dynamism of spirit towards God, affirmed not by the demonstrative logic in the service of faith, but by the method of transcendental reduction. So, knowledge first possesses the question of God conditionally and then upon intellectual satisfaction of the conditions, rendering the affirmation of God as a condition for the intelligibility of the real, which is only virtually unconditioned.
Hope you enjoyed our video. Thanks for watching.